Hey Lisa. Hey John. I thought I set up an 8 o'clock later chat, but I couldn't tell if it went through or not. I tried checking it because it was weird. When I put done for a chat later, it brought me like a new title, like I was starting one when I thought I was setting one up for later. Hey Bryson. Hey Lana. Yeah, we got some snow. It's old snow though. It was like 35 today. Everything's melting. Yeah, it's crazy at the Capitol here too. World's crazy, man. A guy called me and was telling me that I didn't even know anything was going on. I don't have a TV anymore, but I did know what was going on in Michigan. I guess they had pictures sitting at Pelosi's desk and stuff. I mean, this world's gone nuts. And then they got a curfew over in Lansing. I guess they stormed the Capitol there too. I mean, people, what is wrong with people? Savages. I think a lot of it is displaced aggression. People aren't working, they're broke, or nothing's working out, they're worried about losing their house, government's jacking them around, and then they got a reason to go off, and that's what happens. You're seeing now, this sounds terrible, but you're seeing middle class do what the lower socioeconomic class used to do because they were getting hassled by cops and screwed left and right, and the only thing that got any attention was violence. Well, now the middle class is disappearing, and what's left of it's starting to get screwed. So they're feeling hopeless, and they're resulting to criminal behavior now instead of working things out through the courts or in a civilized manner. I'm telling you, you're going to see more and more of this stuff. Look at all these crazy cop shootings and stuff. It's not all in bad neighborhoods anymore. Look at this nut job that blew up the place in Nashville. He was an educated IT guy. The crazy out in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, well, when you're storming the Capitol, getting shot is a possibility. Not supposed to be in there. It's breaking and entering. It's everywhere, yeah. It's nuts, man. Social unrest. You're going to see a lot more of it. Too much uncertainty. The Chinese figured that out a long time ago. It's the same thing when someone gets sent into prison for 50 years. Even if you know you're going to die in prison, you can still go to your calendar and you can check off the days one at a time. It gives you something to look forward to. But the Chinese figured out when you don't let people know when the next shoe's going to drop, that's what drives you nuts. If you get thrown in a Chinese prison and you're not sure how long you're going to be there, and you don't have any days to check off, that's what drives you batshit crazy. Uncertainty. And that's what society's faced with now. Uncertainty. College is basically out of the ballpark for most people. Student loans are through the roof. Good jobs have all disappeared. Got this crazy COVID bullshit shutting everything down. I mean, it's stress. Oh, 6 o'clock, no kidding. It's true, Elizabeth, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Over in your country, you noticing it over there as well? Yeah. Like I say it all the time, man. I'm glad I'm not starting out. I would absolutely hate being like 20 years old now. Working some bullshit job. These $10 an hour jobs. You can't even like rent an apartment and have a car and pay insurance. Insurance is high now. You pay $800 or $1,000 a year now for PLPD. Not even have any coverage. Groceries are expensive as hell. I go into these Walmarts. I can't figure out how these people even stay afloat. You see them ring up like 2 baskets full of a bunch of shit. $340. Schools, if you still have a job, you can't send your kids to school. Well, you got to get a babysitter so they can keep an eye on them while they're on their computer. It's just hard out there, man. I feel so bad for places. It's scary, man. Hey, Stacy. I mean, I do in my own little way what I can to help people. Over tip and help them out if I can. Hey, AC, how you doing? Is Brazil going crazy too? Yeah, man, yeah, that's how it is though. That's the new norm. You're thankful to have a bullshit job. All jobs are starting to be bullshit. And the people that are hanging in there that have good ones, you look around now, go to any city in the country. Who's driving the new vehicles? The government. It's a government vehicle, a government from a state, a city, a county, a state. That's because the taxpayers are funding the bill. I'm not saying that they don't need vehicles. I'm just saying that you look at private business now, contractors, electricians, plumbers. You don't see them all driving brand new vehicles, logos on the side, and trading them in every 2 years. They're driving some old beater because of all the expenses now. They don't want an $800 a month truck payment. Yeah. I think strip club, I think that business is dead. I mean, I drive by them all the time. There's nobody in the parking lot. It's not like the old days. I mean, the blue collar, the blue collar people. I mean, you're furloughed. They've pretty much pushed out the good pay for the factory workers. I mean, there's people hanging in there that may be in their 50s. But when you're starting out and you're going to, let's see, the small 2 now, it's not the big 3 anymore, that pay's not that great. You're not paying valet parking and spending $200 or $300 on table dances or lap dances. Yeah. Hey, Jack. Yeah, broadcasting. Yeah, I mean, now in the old days, you'd have this fringe group that was making porn. Now it's the middle class. Go on Pornhub and look at all the normal couples that are working bullshit jobs that are trying to have a little extra money making porn. It's not like it was the smut of the old days. It's normal, everyday people subsidizing their income with one of the few things that are left to sell. No shit. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. It's not like some seedy looking, fringe group like the old days that couldn't get a job doing anything else. Now it's like all sorts of shit. Hoping to score big on porn. They do, Lisa. Yeah, they really do. Well, it's capitalism. They realize what sells. Negative news sells. It sells. Nobody wants to hear a positive story. Yeah, I hear Maddie has her own channel now. She's on it every day, 5 times. Yeah. It's Maddie and Daryl Owens. Yep. Here's my Daisy girl with Dad. That's my little world warrior. Yeah, that's my Daisy with Dad. Oh, yeah. They have to get special permits? Oh, good, Lisa. Good. Yeah. Daisy just got to eat part of Dad's cheeseburger. Wasn't that good, hon, the cheeseburger? All right, hit the spot. Hit the spot, honey. Yeah, blonde, yeah. Maddie's a really nice person. I hope Sharon's channel takes off. You know, there'll be a lot of people that'll hate to see her success. It's just the way it works. She's got an uphill battle. It's not going to be easy. She's been a opioid addict for 25 years. And, you know, the other side of life, since she hasn't experienced it, she's going to realize that even though it was terrible to be addicted to drugs, that there was a lot less stress than there is trying to make it in the real world with a bullshit job and a decent apartment and a decent relationship. It's not like she never was a sex worker. It's not like you're all of a sudden instantly happy because you're no longer on heroin. You've got this expectation in your mind of what you think you'd like your life to be. And I don't think she fully understands what it's going to be like, because there's lots of miserable people that aren't heroin addicts. So, I mean, she's got a big, huge mountain to scale. Yeah, that's how it is, Elizabeth. I mean, you got to face it that looks are a part of our culture. You can't get away with it. I mean, do you go out of your way trying to find a homely, unattractive man to have a relationship with? No. You're like me and everybody else that's normal. You appreciate an attractive anchor on the news. I get a bigger smile on my face when I have a cute postal girl dropping off my mail. I think they find a bit of a paradox because there's so much emphasis on looks that they can't figure out why someone that would have maybe something they don't, or that has one of these big irons in the wheel of success, they haven't done better. I think that's the mystery there. Yeah. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, you know how it is. That's a good argument, Patrick. I mean, that's definitely something to look into. It's true. I think you're right about that. I see these people bringing back these cans and bottles like these people. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If you look at like drivers like UPS and FedEx, they try to hire, if there's 20 people doing an interview, they'll try and hire the better looking ones. They do. The girl starting her channel is Sharon. I put a little upload to it today. It's Spilling the Tea with Sharon B. Yeah. Yep. Well, I think Patrick brings up it's something worth discussion. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Spilling the Tea with Sharon V. Yeah, I just put a little video up. You'll see there's a link to her channel. Real cute girl, good personality. She's going to be 45. She doesn't look that old. I really wish the best for Sharon. Smoking the tea, injecting the tea. Yeah, I think you'll really like her. You know, it's Sharon's been around, right? I mean, you're not going to tell an older woman that still not bad looking at 45. She knows every trick in the book about men, and I'm sure she's sick of it. You know, she's trying to get legitimacy better. And on the same token, she's going to get a lot more playtime by being cute to men than she would get if she wasn't. It's just the way it works. Just pay attention to the comments on my videos. Marguerite's a sweet old lady they want to send a book to. Sharon's a cute girl that needs a break in life. They'd love to have him move in with her. Move in with them. Yeah. I love TikTok. Yeah, I have a TikTok, but I don't mess with it. I watch it once in a while. I haven't watched it in probably a month. I do have a TikTok. It's Chosen Tick. Chosen Tick is my name, but I never put anything up. I don't really like the format. I thought I might. Something different. I just never really got into it. I watch a few girls in bathing suits here and there. See how high my heart can beat without keeling over. But I don't get into it too much. I'd rather watch YouTube. Well, as it turns out, this spilling the tea with Sharon B. I guess that's a common phrase with young people now. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those girls are cute, man. They really are. I mean, you'd have to be gay not to realize they're pretty. I like it too that it's just like doing little dances and stuff. I just find them like attractive, not in a pornographic way, but just like cute girls that are doing cute things. It's not some bukkake gangbang. It's just cute girls dancing, and even the older women are cute on there, which is damn near impossible to find. What I don't like though is I don't like the women in their 50s trying to dance like they're 18. It's like such a huge turnoff. It's like, lady, you need to grow up. Yeah. Hey, Patrick. Yeah. Hey, Debbie and Dave. Yeah, I think that I don't like those older women trying to do like 16-year-old dances like age hasn't affected them. It's like, get a life. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Damn. Yeah, something about just old people trying to act cute that I just don't find it amusing at all. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're probably right, Elizabeth. Yeah, I would say that you're probably right. Self-absorbed's a good way of putting it. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being an cute, attractive girl. I mean, they've had this input since they were young kids, and they get a lot of attention, and you know, like we talked earlier today, validation. Maybe that's what everybody wants deep down. Hey, Laura. No, they did not. I don't even know if there's an active investigation. There probably isn't. I shouldn't say that without knowing. All I can tell you is what I've been aware of in the past when girls have gotten killed. I mean, let's face it, if you're a working girl, drug addicted, and they run your criminal history and they're familiar with you in the area, I don't want to say they don't care. But if you think that a working girl on drugs that gets run over at 3 in the morning on Michigan Avenue is going to get the same amount of time devoted to her homicide than a cute housewife that happened to get off at the wrong exit, you're dreaming. Yeah, I got a Facebook, but I never use it. I probably got 2,000 questions I never answered. No, I don't really like social media. You know, I was kind of old. That kind of came out after my time. I just don't. I don't give a shit what people do, or their people, their photos of their family, or any of that shit. I've never been to a class reunion. I don't plan on going to one. It's just like super boring. I don't miss any of my high school classmates. I hope I never see any of them. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't interest me. I'm not really that social of a guy, you know? Yeah. Oh, okay. You got your. You must just want to play Russian roulette after you come back from a date, just to find a guy that, would genuinely interest you. I'm at Walmart parking lot. Yeah, I'm in West Branch. I'm gonna go into Walmart, get some KY jelly and some Magnum rubbers. I've got I'm gonna get a Match.com date. Elizabeth, do you have Magnum rubbers over there in the UK? No, we got snow. Yep. That white you see in the distance. Yeah. I'll send you some too, Brenda. Yeah. It's all right, Salty. We'll get you some. Oh, you want to know what those are? You're so innocent, Elizabeth. It's that UK innocence. At least you knew what KY jelly is. So you're not all bad. Yeah. You typing that in Google now, Elizabeth? This lady actually takes her cart and puts it back in the thing. Right on, Elizabeth. Is that your real photo, Elizabeth, or is that one you copied off some bewitched stalker's website? Yeah, I turn them in. Yeah, they do now. They never used to, though. If you're in a real nice area, though, they make you change the front of the building so it looks nicer. I'm glad we have Walmart here. I mean, you can bitch about them all you want, but we'd be paying up the ass for everything if it wasn't for Walmart. This used to be 24 hours. I've heard, but not from a reliable source, that they'll never be open 24 hours again. Oh, okay, yeah, good answer. Yeah, I know a couple guys that got catfished on the internet. I mean, big time, man. One of them got really catfished, huge. He sent me some pictures of who he thought she was, and man, was he off base. That goes to show you a lot of lonely males out there. Your common sense goes out the window when you think there's a chance of this catfish being real. You know, you know, if you're getting hired to decipher if it's bullshit or not. Let me put it this way: he had a gay brother, and when he showed the picture of this girl that she was purporting to be, the gay brother said, "You're being catfished." So if you think you're getting fleeced by some catfish scam, you need to show it to a stranger because they're more objective. If you're lonely and you're biased, you're pretty much screwed. You'll believe anything you want to believe it. It's no shit. It's a big difference when you want to believe something than when the consequences aren't any different either way. Oh, really, Stacy? Yeah, I don't really like Myers that much. Everybody raves it's so great and the produce is good. Look, I don't buy that much. Onion is an onion is an onion. I mean, Walmart had to up their game because we got Aldi's across the street. That's some real slop. Yeah, Detroit Institute Art's good. I haven't been there in a long time. Is that closed now because of COVID? Seems like the museums are open again, aren't they? Yeah, city of Detroit's a dump. Don't shit yourself. I can tell you why in any facet, from schools to transportations to property tax to police. You name it. I think all these Germans. You know, they're real anal about everything, like, you know, machinists and stuff. You know, counting every damn penny, and, you know, they charge you $0.25 for the cart. Yeah, you might be right on that, Dave. Yeah. Oh, it does, Salty Rider. Really, Stacy? Yeah, you're probably right. They're passing it off as your health and safety. Yeah, I think there's probably an element of truth to that. I think a lot of places are doing that now. Your safety is important, but they're making more money than they ever have. They're cramming the same volume of people in with half the hours. Not half, but, well, it would be half. Yeah, these guys are closed from 8 to 8, I think. Yeah. Yep. Oh, really, Stacy? Oh, it's expensive, huh? Elizabeth, you ever go to Harrods and shop? You ever go there and buy anything? Oh, are they really? Huh. Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah. Well, those people their pop just fell out of the bottom. No, I never heard of it, Stacy. Oh, you never been to London, huh? Oh, okay. Probably true, Dulcie. Dulce. Yeah. Elizabeth, you want me to buy one of these rubbers for you so you know what I'm talking about? You probably just make a facial expression like if an elephant got out of a cage. Oh, okay, official Dave. That's cool. Oh, okay. I think they're all big, aren't they? Magnum, that's the whole idea. I think they're all triple X, double X. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I've had this crack in a windshield a long time. I go through a lot of windshields, so I don't replace them unless I absolutely have to. Yeah. No, it's already maxed out. It's been the same size a year. It already runs from one side to the other. Hey, Frisky. Yeah, they said that 35 years ago. They said that was going to happen in factories, and it never happened. They still got plenty of human employees. That automation didn't take over like they thought it would. They said the same thing about the metric system. That was going to take over in the United States. Never happened. They said in the early 70s that soccer was going to replace American football. Never happened. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Nope. Oh, really, Salty? I know a Canadian airliner ran out of fuel because of the metric system. I didn't know that about Everest. Yeah, you're right, Peanut Tube. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's right. Oh, really? Huh. That's no kidding, Frisky. Yeah. Dude, was this your own video or is this with Angie? Oh, okay, Elizabeth. Oh, she was only 16, huh? Yeah, she deserved it. Shouldn't have been in there. They'll be making a big deal out of it, them killing some crazy person just because they were underaged. She was shot because she wasn't supposed to be in there. I'd have shot her too. Damn crazy nut breaking into the Capitol building after hours. She got what she deserved, one right between the eyes. Good news is she won't produce offspring now. Those crazy just think she could have grown up and had quintuplets. We'd have had 6 crazy people instead of just 1. And now the counter's been set to 0. Oh, you missed that, Elizabeth? I don't think I'd like the day in and day out small talk. Just listening to one boring story after another. Yeah. You need a babysitter, Lisa? It is? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, I spell it out. I'm not feeling sorry for some kook breaking into the Capitol. I've been pretty good, Tina. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, did she, Debbie? Oh, your own. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably true, Lana. Yep. Oh, she's gonna upload it. Okay. How did you get the file to her? If it's your own video. Excuse me. Oh, thanks, official Dave. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you really? Yeah, it wouldn't interest me. I don't think I'd like talking to people all day long. Just one bullshit conversation after another. I had to get it fixed. Had a screw in it. Yeah. One less freak. No, it was a play on words, Lisa, that I said I was glad the girl got one between the eyes because she was 16. It was a play on words like, I'm good with kids. Yeah, I couldn't stand listening to those stories. I would just like, put a roofie in their drink just to have them pass out and shut up. Yeah. I'd get Bill Cosby to give me a prescription. Once they started talking about, their life, I'd just slip a roofie in their drink. Yeah, I'm at Walmart, yeah. Yeah. They say, how come the people just get so tired when you come in here and you serve them drinks? It's like, well, they started talking about their life. I just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I couldn't wait a few hours. I want something to work right away. I get the Bill Cosby quaalude. Yeah. Hey, Rich. Yeah, I couldn't take it. Hey, LA. Yep. Oh, it does, huh? Good night, Danny. Yeah, younger. I do it too. Young kids are better at technology. Yeah, they are. Yeah. I was sharing, spilling the tea with Sharon V. I'm wondering how. I forgot to ask her how long it took to upload her video. Yeah. I'd be a terrible bartender. I'd probably never get tips. I'd cut them off when they were like in the middle of what they thought was a compelling story. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is too. I get fired, Aaron? Yeah, you're probably right, Salty. Yeah. Oh, you adapt to it. Oh, okay. Did you ever make like guys think that the piece of ass was a possibility to jack up your tips? I know it's probably a fine line. I mean, you were never stupid enough to wear a ring or say you had a boyfriend as a barmaid, were you? Yeah, I would get a different job. It wouldn't be worth it to me. Yeah, I'd get a different job. Twitter sucks. I wouldn't be a good listener. I couldn't fake it like that. That tiny outfits help. Yeah, that works. I don't know if I'm gonna tomorrow or not. I don't know if I'm going to. Twitter sucks a big one, Lisa. That's what's up with it. It's boring. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm kind of like, there's nowhere to go. I was hoping I should have had my GoPro by now. I'd be filming underwater. See you, Danny. Good job there, man. You're gonna be a superstar. Do you sell anything? No, I don't, Mike. No, I don't. No, I don't. I just don't want to. It's just a fun thing. We get together voluntarily. Nobody's forced to come here. I tell it like it is. I'm probably still biased. No cheap T-shirts. You're never gonna see Patreon. Never once have you heard me say like, share, thumbs up, any of that. I just take it as it comes. Yeah. Yeah, the newer GoPros are better. I really got it so I could film underwater wherever I go. It sounds crazy, but it interests me. You know what else I thought about doing is just feeding the fish through a hole in the ice and not be trying to catch them, just feed them. That'll be my good deed to Mother Nature. Oh, did he, Lisa? Did you use it? Yeah. I want to think out of the box. I want to get some Magnum rubbers and I want to blow them up. Not too big or I couldn't fit them through the 8-inch hole of an ice auger that I'm going to buy. Punch it underneath the ice and then we'll take bets on how far it'll be the next day I go. How far onto the ice. How far it moved. Does it sound good? I got to think out of the box. Oh, do you use it at all, Lisa? Yeah. And then what I want to do is I want to like drill a big hole and I want to get a scuba diving suit and I want to get lost under the ice and you guys take bets if I make it back to the hole or not while I have my GoPro waiting for me. Yeah, thank you, Klaus. No, I just had a Butterburger, Culver's Deluxe. I don't want to hear. I'm getting tired of them asking me what they want to make fresh. Just take my order and get cooking. You don't need to spiel me with that every goddamn time I pull in there. Yeah, you can download them off the internet. It's about 80 pages. But there's everything in the world on YouTube, a video. You don't really need to do that. GoPro. I got mine stuck in the girls' bathroom right now at Walmart. Yeah, intellectual. Yeah, thanks for the smiley face on that. Yeah, there's people that have interviewed me and stuff. You can look on Maddie and Gerald. It's no secret. Yeah, they're good, Renee. I don't watch much TV. I turned off my cable. You know, a guy from the post office called and said that I know what was going on in the Capitol. You know, I don't. I don't have a TV. Yeah, I don't give a shit about it. Fuck it. Bunch of crazy nut jobs storming the Capitol. I don't find that stuff interesting anymore. Like I said the other night, I don't want to watch YouTube videos, animals getting killed and people getting killed in wrecks and stuff. I want just nice things like a butterfly flying on his way to Mexico. I want to see a bald eagle soaring through the air. Yeah, I've done that before, but there, you know, honestly, it's like $125 a month, and there's nothing to watch. It just sucks. I did watch that first 48. I even got sick of that. You know, there's a whole group of people out there that claim that's a racist show, and I try to remain non-judgmental, but you know, I had to agree with them. I have to agree with them on that. It's just a bunch of stupid black people that are tricked by the cops into talking themselves into life sentences rather than getting represented and keeping their mouth shut. You don't see any educated white guys on there getting their ass handed to them. That's because they shut their ass up and they get a good lawyer. Now, is that unfair? Well, you tell me. But I didn't want to like patronize a show like that. You can say, well, what's wrong with locking up people that kill people? I agree with you. I'm just saying, in the whole scheme of things, I really believe that. It's just like that To Catch a Predator. Everybody knows predators are bad, perverts are bad, but it's just something creepy about that show. You know, I understand locking them up and catching them any way you can, but there's something creepy when when Chris Hansen comes out behind the curtains. He turned out to be a big weirdo himself, and says, "Hey, Johnny, what are you doing here tonight?" Well, Johnny says, "Who are you?" And then it's all goes south from there. It's just something not right with that. And by the way, they got their ass suit off because the argument that people weren't granted due process, which is why the show is no longer on TV. So evidently the courts saw it reasonably, which is why that asshole is out of a job now. He's bouncing checks down in Tampa, Florida. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I thought American Beauty was good. I thought it was good. Wasn't that before Kevin Spacey got busted raping underage kids in his basement? Yeah, I mean, look, there's no doubt that, perverts and shit need to be addressed. But Chris Hansen in the mix, acting with undercover cops. It's just something really off. Oh, God, I do not. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, go on YouTube, Mark. Catch a Predator. Chris Hansen. And just try and remain neutral and give me your opinion on watching a couple episodes. I saw that. That was a long time ago. I barely remember it. I did see it, though. Yeah. Yeah, soundtracks to movies are really good. I like them, too. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Lana. What are you talking about, John? Yeah, but you're never neutral. You're always going to be biased. It's subjective. It's the way you see things. You can bullshit yourself into thinking you're neutral, but it's impossible. Your thoughts are seen through your eyes and interpreted through your brain, and you get influenced no matter how hard you fight it. Well, there's something way off in that. You better believe it. See you, LA. See if you can pry one of the gates open in one of those stores and steal something. It'll get your endorphins going. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Oh yeah, he's a bad guy. No, you need to watch the director's cut of The Shining, and you'll realize what an uncouth pig Jack Nicholson is. I wish I'd have never got it because I used to think he was a decent guy until I saw how he talked to the people that were helping make the movie. What an ignorant scumbag pig. It changed my total opinion of him. Just an uncouth, loudmouth asshole. Yeah, look at Roman Polanski. The liberals still want him to be able to vacation at Disneyland. They don't really see him screwing a 12-year-old girl as anything wrong. Yeah. No, I'm the same way, Lisa. Nope. The same way. Yep. Tom Cruise, I mean, he was a little weird on Oprah that time, but they could have set him up like that in the back room. It is, Cynthia, yeah. I got a little problem with him lying being gay. People's sexuality is none of anybody's business. But when you say you're straight and you're not, I got a little bit of a problem with that. When you're marrying straight women like you're going to maybe have babies, that's a little too far for me. Hey, Betsy. Yeah, they've been working on the Gordie Howe Bridge for about 3 years now. No, you're right about that, Elizabeth. It's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Inquirer. I think they went out of business, didn't they? That magazine? Yeah. I'm not into cars at all. I'm driving my dream vehicle right now. I got a ABS light on, the brake light on, service engine light just went out, 3 bald tires, and the 4th one's leaking air. It is my dream vehicle. I hit chuck holes so hard I think I lose filling sometimes. I agree with that, Claudia. It's true. That's just like when people get divorced, they say unless you've lived with them, you don't have any idea what they're like. Yeah. Oh shit. No, I'm not into cars. Another thing too, like if I was dating or, if I was a salesman, I'd have to act like a fraud and have this car that I washed and gave a fuck about. If you were dating, there's no way in hell you'd pick, even me, I wouldn't pick somebody up in this Astro van. It would really give them the creeps. It's one more reason not to date. Just a little under 400,000. Yeah. No, I would not. I would not rent a car. No, I wouldn't. I'd pick them up in this, no problem. I'd tell them right off the bat. It's like, well, I got this Astro van. I hope you don't mind. It'd be a hell of a litmus test. Really, more guys should get vans like this because you would learn so much so quickly when you pulled in the driveway. Once they started beating around the bush a little bit, like, oh, well, how long you had this? They try to be nice. They're texting their girlfriend driving down the road. You ought to see what this guy picked me up in. That's it, Tim. Yeah. Oh, well, people do care big time. Look at all these people into these leases now, driving over the miles because they can't afford a car. They want to have a decent looking car in their driveway, so they buy one of these plastic pieces of shit for $40,000, or they lease it for $399 a month and never own it. I'll give you an example. I got a buddy of mine. They lease a Subaru, and they just had to take it into the shop today. $7,000 worth of damage from acorns falling on the cheap tin hood and roof. And because it's a lease, you have to have full coverage and you have to get it fixed before you turn it in. And if you looked at the car at an angle, there's 10,000 dents and these little tiny acorns that fell on this piece of shit that they have to get fixed. You couldn't dent the Astrovan like that, no way. But it just shows you the junk they're selling now under the ruse of good gas mileage. It's thin metal, plastic bumpers, plastic rims. Oh, they don't, Elizabeth. Yeah, well, it's not an issue for me, so I don't really care anyway. Oh, you could do it, Elizabeth. I think you could do it. You could do a stick shift, no problem. You probably get nervous putting your hand on the shifter. And it all goes south. Why don't you try getting a big rigid dildo and taping it to the stick shift where it's up high where you'd be shifting like like a semi truck. Maybe you'll feel more comfortable. Oh, yes, you do, Bubbles. Quit lying. Yes, you do. You care about how much a guy makes and what he drives. Quit lying. That or you don't have a boyfriend. Yeah, I'm a pervert. I'm trying to find a way that, takes your mind off uh, the shifter. All right, see you, Lisa. That's not perverted, by the way. I'm trying to help you get over the anxiety you have. No kidding, John. Wow. I thought a video was good. I responded to it. Thank you, Claudia. Oh, you're dreaming, Bubbles. You also don't have a boyfriend, do you? Yeah, no, she's funny. You're married? Well, no wonder you don't care anymore. There's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck with how much money he's making and the kind of car he's driving. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, they're funny. They're funnier than the new comedians out now. Yeah, they really are. I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, you could do. You just if you got like maybe you were just nervous. If you got a little like training, you could drive. You could be driving a stick shift in a half hour. It's really easy. Yeah. Yeah, HMB. So you're being honest. Yep. Yeah, it's easy. I can remember being a teenager wanting to get a motorcycle, and I was worried about shifting. And the guy said, "Look at all these stupid motorcycle clubs, these idiots driving them." He said, "Believe me, it's nothing. Or they couldn't do it." And it really made me feel at ease to learn how to do it. Yeah, it is a pain in the ass with a stick. They get better gas mileage too. Yeah. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna go in this Walmart now. I was gonna, but I don't feel like it. Now, Cynthia, was that you that was talking about quitting smoking, or you did quit, or you wanted to quit, or something? Didn't you say something about that? Oh, you're gonna do a wrestling, huh? Wow.